Welcome to King Said So, Africa's one land, one language, one currency, one army on King Said So. Africans can unite. Your Pan-Africanist podcast. Enjoy. Peace and Pan-Africanism to all my African brothers and sisters from all around the world. Welcome back to King Said So. I'm your host, Kagiso Hlongwane, host in Chiva Sono, and we're back at it again with another one. And this time around, I'm speaking about Gayton Mckenzie. You guys know he's got a little bit of trouble there in the Human Rights Commission, and they are taking him to the court, and there will be Herman Mashaba is actually the one who's taking him to court. They will be addressing the issue of racism, hate speech, and xenophobic tendencies that he will be addressing. So Gayton Mckenzie, of course, rejects all of those things. He says he's not xenophobic. He's not xenophobic. He says he's not racist. But you will hear in this same video, I'm going to play you a clip where he says he is a racist. You will hear, he was racist because he says he was never racist. So in his own words, I'm going to play you a clip where he says he was racist in the past. And then what's the other thing? Xenophobia, hate speech also. That's another case that they are bringing him in there for. So it's quite interesting for me. I was watching his live. This is part 2, by the way. If you didn't watch part 1, it must be the video before this one. Please go and watch the other video of Gayton. Gayton Mckenzie goes live and addresses the PA people. But the problem is he addresses the PA people in a public platform, a social media platform, which is Facebook. And on Facebook, everyone can tune in and watch what Gayton Mckenzie is saying. Number one, you observe that Gayton Mckenzie is ill-advised about the usage of social media as a public figure. As a minister, as someone who is a president of a political party, I think they should shift some of the conversation to Zoom and to WhatsApp video, or I don't know where they must shift some of this conversation, but he cannot continue to address the PA people like they are just a bunch of nobody's public where everyone can hear the information that must go to the PA people. Everyone can hear it. I'm not a PA member, but since when was it? I can say since the incident of Open Chat. I've watched a lot of his lives, and I'm very, very disappointed in some of the things that Gayton Mckenzie says. So for me, every time he speaks, it makes me lose hope in the quality of leadership that the PA have there. It for me, it just drops my confidence in him. I'm like, oh man, I wish colored people had a better leader. And I hate saying colored people had a better leader, but really I wish that they had somebody who was ideologically sound, who superior in logic in terms of politics. And for me, he speaks like it was Dr. Mbuyiseni, I think, who said it. He said, this is not in the street. This is not a chat in the corner. This is parliament. Here in parliament, you speak in a parliamentary language. You don't bring your street slang and your whatever to parliament and okay. I'm sure you guys understand what I'm saying. So let me just play the first clip. He speaks about Unyonso. Nyonso, the leader of the PAC, and he says one of his members made people to get land. Listen to this.
So yesterday, I went to Cabinet, and the Minister of Land Affairs comes to me, Minister Nyonso, and he says to me, President of the PA, I want to congratulate you. The people got their title deeds. I said, no, I want to congratulate you. He says, no, let me finish. 600,000 hectares. Now, if you understand how big is 600,000 hectares, it's 600,000 soccer fields. 600,000 soccer fields. the Minister of Land Affairs, Minister Nyonso, has given out the title deeds to the community members. And he said to me, he would not have done it if it wasn't for Member of Parliament, Saintus van Wyk. He said it, not me. He says, that man fought me day and night. He wrote to the speaker. He says, I like to take the praise, but I must praise Saintus van Wyk. Yo, by heart. You guys that say, what is the PA doing? Saintus van Wyk was the one writing to the speaker, was the one talking to the minister, and the minister is such an honest man. He's an honest man, Minister Nyonso, the leader of the PAC. He does not say it's him. He says, I must give praise. He says, Saintus was sick, Leader Saintus was sick. And Leader Saintus couldn't be there when he gave it out. That's the Patriotic Alliance for you. So some of you, what is the PA doing there? The GNU. You get no better example than the GNU is working. There's the PAC and the PA praising each other. 600,000, onze mense. Die mense van die Rigtigsvelde. Onze mense. So I need you to know that that's number one.
Let me just say, up straight, Nyonso is a big sellout and a big disappointment to us African people who followed the PAC for a long time. He's a disgrace to Abo Subukwe. He's just a disgrace in Japan. He's just a disgrace. And if indeed it is true that for him, he had to be pushed by a PA member for him to give land, 600 hectares to 600,000 hectares to the people, to our people. I wish he can come out and say something about this, Nyonso. I wish he can come out and say it is only because Gayton is taking a credit for this with Saintus van Wyk. You guys don't even know who Saintus van Wyk is. Don't worry, I'll put this picture here. It's the first time you heard that name. It's the first time I heard that name also. But anyway, Nyonso, if you are listening to the build-up, the campaigning of the PA, and I mean the PAC, in the elections 2024, it was all about land. There is a video I made about him when he went to King David Mashabela, and the things that he said about land, and the things that he called the ANC cowards, and everything. When he got blue lights, he started calling black people confused. He said black people don't know what to do with land. Black people actually don't want land. That's what Nyonso was saying. So that's a sellout of note. We don't take him serious. I want to continue with Gayton Mckenzie speaking about the human rights, his case at the Human Rights Commission. You won't believe what this man said.
They accused me of something that Mashaba must come. He's the one that opened the case against me. You must come in that box and say, why does he call me racist? When have I used that word? Action SA leader Mashaba is the one that's taking me to the Human Rights Commission, calling me a racist. I'm anything except a racist. And I'm going to go there, I'm going to defend myself with facts. They must say, when did I use the K word against people? These are all lies, patriots, which we are going to ventilate. Now we have a chance to talk in court. We'll make lives, everybody will see. We're going to deal with this racism issue nicely. But we're also going to deal with the issue. So they must say, where am I racist? Where have I used the K word against people? Who was I racist against? I will come out of their patriots to show I am a fighter against racism. I'm going to call them one by one. They charged me for xenophobia also, that I'm xenophobic. I am going to talk about that xenophobic charge. But before I do that, all the lawyers and all the staff of the Human Rights Commission must tell me where are they from originally, in which country are they from that works there. But they must also tell me, well, they're not local people they could have hired that has that skill, because the law wants you to have a special skill. That's when you must take a foreigner. We already have the list of the people that work there, but we will ask them those questions. We will call the president of, or the chairperson of the thing, because he went to go, so as we say in Afrikaans, uitlatings about me. So I'm mentioning this thing because they attack you and say your president is racist. Now I'm telling you, I've never been racist. In the things they said to me, the people I was racist against was white people. I used to hate white people. I write it in my books. Now they are jealous. Now they come a paid campaign. Do you know, for you to go back and come with fake nonsense, not fake, not even fake, untrue, without context, tweets. So we're going to give context to the tweets. We're going to go to court. We are very, very happy.
Someone take Gayton's phone away from him. Iemand kom net deur en vat die man se phone weg asseblief. Vat hom weg en gooi hom in die see in. Dat die man nooit 'n phone weer kry nie. O, Here Gayton. Okay. He keep on talks about this issue of the Human Rights Commission not sending him the letter directly to him. They send the letter to people and it never got to him. He finally that's why he never responded in time. They wanted to settle this matter just to meet with him so that they can address it, just like how they met with the Open Chat podcast team. Now with him, he did not answer because he was being arrogant, saying, yeah, I did not get the letter and whatever, to suggest that those people don't know where to send the letter. Anyway, he did eventually respond yesterday at before 8 yesterday, last night, from what I heard from the Human Rights Commission. So he says, no, it's fine. It is good that they have charged him. He wants to meet him in Mashaba there in court. And then he says, so remember the claims is the issues of xenophobia, hate speech, racism, and all of that. He says, no, I'm not xenophobic. I'm not xenophobic. But when I get to the Human Rights Commission court, they must tell me where are they originally from. I'm not xenophobic. But if they are not from South Africa, Hi guys, yeah, funny man se phone weg man. Yeah. Yeah, he says they must tell because we know some of them are not South African. So according to Gayton, people who are not South African can't work in South Africa. So when he gets there in the commission, in court, you will be questioning them. You will say, hey, stop questioning me. I want to know, where do you guys come from? All of you. Tell me, where do you originally come from? Imagine. Yeah, so the Human Rights Commission has employed illegal South Africans. Oh, I mean, illegal African brothers and sisters. And even if they are legal, according to Gayton, they must be able to do, so there's South Africans that can do their job. The same Gayton that said, I'm not xenophobic because I've got a Zimbabwean accountant.
I have no problem. My accountant is a Zimbabwean.
Yes.
He came here with papers. He came here legally.
Yes.
If you jump the fence, there's a difference between the guy that jumped the fence and the guy that came in legally.
Yeah.
I'm not saying foreign people. I've got businesses outside this country.
Yes.
That's not what I'm saying.
So there's no accountants in South Africa. Anyways. Yeah, so yeah, for me, it's crazy. The man who says, listen, he was never racist. Gayton says, I was never racist. The only people I was racist to was white people. I hated white people. You heard it yourself. It's not me who's saying it. I told you, take this guy's phone away from him. I can't imagine these people, our Herman Mashaba and them and the Human Rights Commission, they are not watching these lives and they are not gathering information because it's easy to play these clips. It's easy. I'm not a lawyer myself, but For a person who says, I've never been racist in my whole life, but I was racist to white people, I hated white people. So it doesn't count because you didn't say the K word to them. So that's not racism. Hi, Mafeto, I know. Somebody has to take the phone away from him. And there's other things that he says he's going to be clarifying in court when they take him there. He says he will be talking about colored people. Who are they as colored people? Is that issue of saying we are colored, but we are also black, but we don't want to be black, but we are... Just listen to this.
So just also regarding the court case, we must ventilate issues about colored people in that thing. To say, who are we? What are we? Are we not Africans? We want to be Africans like our black brothers. So we're going to talk about all those things. We're going to talk about a lot of things at court. It's going to be, I'm giving all the TV, everybody to come and see what happens at that court case. I am very happy for the court case. Don't look at me like that. I'm ecstatic. Court case will talk tomorrow. Not tomorrow, next year. And I feel like it can be tomorrow, but we decided on next year we want to go there with our team. We're just waiting. You know, they talk to me through the media. They still never send me one mail. And we will also talk about that and ask them, is that part of their fiduciary duties to speak to a person through a third person? Excuse me, I'll not be the only one at the box. How colored people will be on that box. Africanness, because we all are Africans. We are the same. We're not better than black people or better than Indian people. All of them. We're going to talk about everything. You must look forward to that because your president is ready.
Yeah, so Gayton, when he gets there, he thinks it will be a commission of inquiry where he will be debating and he will be asking people, yeah, this is who we are as colored people. We also want to be African like black people. Excuse me, guys. So yeah, I don't know. He thinks he will be the one who's asking the questions there. He thinks he will be the one who's asking the questions there. So now we must assist them to discover who are they as colored people. Or they will be telling us. Because colored people, the only thing they say is we are Khoi. And we are the original people of this land. Yeah. But we are going to use the Afrikaner names and Afrikaner surnames. That's who we are. Yeah. I'm disappointed, heavily disappointed with Gayton Mckenzie. Somebody in the PA, advise this man better. Advise this man better. Advise this man better. You know, advise him better. He still hasn't said anything, according to my knowledge, with that child from Niger who called the black children the K word. He said nothing. I heard Fidel Adams saying some things. He was on TV. I wonder why they never called Gayton. I'm sure he declined to comment on it because it was a colored child who was being racist. But anyways, thank you so much, guys, for tuning in on King Says So. You enjoy the content, please click the subscribe button. You are from the PA, you are here watching. I'm not fighting your political party. I'm not fighting your leader. These just areas of improvements that must be done from Gayton Mckenzie. We are going to need each other in the future when it comes to 2029. But he has elementally said he wants to keep the EFF and the MK out of power. But I'm sure he's going to change his mind when the tables are shifted around and the ANC no longer has got that 40%. But anyways, we will see. We will see, ladies and gentlemen. Let's meet on the flip side until we meet again. Don't forget to pray, but after you pray, stand up, African child. Do your best so that God can do the rest. Peace and Pan Africans. I salute you.